Hi, I'm Allison Dushak. I'm a victim of bullying. In 4th grade, I got acne really bad. And before that, I was popular, I had all the friends, I was pretty, I was smart, I was outgoing, and I was happy. But 4th grade, when I got my acne, things changed. I lost all my friends. I got backstabbed, I got made fun of all the time, and people didn't like me anymore because I looked different. And I got made fun of all the time, and I had no friends anymore. I thought when I got to middle school things would be better because that, there's more people and, all the schools are together, but things weren't. Things were the same, except it was worse. I started getting made fun of all the time still, but by even more people, and things were just the same, and I still had no friends, and girls would start rumors about me and exclude me from everything they could, and guys would make fun of me all the time, and I was just depressed and miserable, and I had to start seeing a therapist in 6th grade. And 6th and 7th grade were pretty bad, and but after the summer, after 6th grade, I lost all my acne, so I was back to the normal me. So I thought things would be different in 7th grade, but things weren't. They were still the same. But by 8th grade, things were the worst. I still got made fun of all the time. I still had no friends, but by that point, people were just making fun of others all the time. Everyone was making fun of everyone all the time. It got to the point where I was just upset when even other people were getting made fun of. Even people that I didn't like were getting made fun of, and it bothered me. And by that point too, guys would beat me up in the hallways. They would kick me, trip me, just push me around, and it was really hard for me. And by halfway through 8th grade, I had to drop out of school, and I was homeschooled for the rest of the year. And I still deal with the effects today. I'm in 10th grade now, and it's still really hard for me because I go to a different school now, and I'm happier. But I will never forget the things that people said to me. They called me mountain head, pimple face, tomato face, just ugly, ugly, ugly all the time. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I got called ugly. Thunder thighs, fat, even though I wasn't even fat. And, it was just, I'll never forget what people did to me. And I still deal with the effects today because at the beginning of 9th grade, I was at a new school, and I was happy, but I started to get panic attacks really bad, and I didn't know why for the longest time. And it was just hard for me because I guess it was just because of stress of being around people, because I was scared that people were going to start making fun of me again. And eventually, around December of my 9th grade year, I started to hear voices, and voices that weren't really there. And I ignored it for a while, but then it got to the point where I couldn't ignore it anymore. And they just happened every night, and it was so hard to deal with, so I eventually told my parents, and then it got worse. It got to the point where I was seeing a man that wasn't really there, and I was hearing things that weren't really there, and it scared me for the longest time because I thought it was real. And it still happens to this day. And it probably will for the rest of my life. Just because of my depression, and I was never treated for it. And I was never treated for it in the right way. So, you know, I'm gonna have to deal with this for the rest of my life just because I was bullied for all those years. And it's just, it kills me to look back and think of what happened to me. And what I went through. And it's so hard to believe that it happened till this day. I still have nightmares about it. And I get scared every time I see those people around where I live. So, what I did is I started Line4Life. Line4Life is a nonprofit organization that supports victims of bullying. It is something for victims of bullying to go to know they're not alone. And I want everyone to know out there who's being bullied that you're not alone. And that you will never be alone, because bullying, it happens everywhere. And you're not the only person. And I want to raise money for those who can't afford therapy, medication, or something that they need because they have been bullied. And I hold monthly meetings for people to come to, and we talk and we support each other. And I also hold a website called line4life.com. And it's just, I just want to help as many people as I can, because I know if I would have had someone there for me, it's just someone tell me that I'm not alone, for someone to tell me that, to talk to me who's been through it, for someone to stand up for me, I might not be in this place today. So that is my goal. And we could use all the support we need. And I hope I have affected you in some way in that. Next time you see bullying, think about bullying, or anything, you'll stand up, or you'll help stop it, or you won't bully at all, because there's more than one person like me out there. There are people that commit suicide because of bullying, and it has to end. So thanks for listening, and check out my website.